One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Find some fresh air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gentry. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UMass offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Grabbed in the middle, it's Massey. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man down the middle. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? That's caught. It's Massey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. On target. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Faulkner. Touchdown, UMass! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Massey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
14, UMass, 7.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass quickly back to the line. To the air on first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Hammond. It's on target and complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Massey. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, better look out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Completes it in the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Now from inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hairston. Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Massey. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their...
There he goes! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Takes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, UMass! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Jackson. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cook. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains and he's got it at the 34. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. The 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, it's Hammond. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Joyner. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want that clock to run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
38, UMass.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. UMass quickly back to the line.
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
The give to the back. Makes one man miss. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Inside, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass. Takes the handoff. It's good. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Massey. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Let's it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick. Looking for space, it's Scott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Complete out of the backfield.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up 4th.
And he'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. To the air, it's Hairston. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. UMass will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Grabbed over the middle at Simpkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Scott. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UMass offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. UMass comes to the line, facing second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Massey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Faulkner. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Hairston. Quickly to the tight end. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. UMass quickly back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got it in the middle. It's Massey. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Okay, what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. A 1st down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, so much for the idea of tying the game with a short field goal attempt. It's 4th down, and they'll go for it. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on 1st down. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. UMass is trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the route. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Massey. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nice move to keep running. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the RPO, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Grab behind the line. It's Faulkner. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the 2-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They go to the draw. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Looking to scramble. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Faulkner. Touchdown, Minutemen! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Scott. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. NC State going up-tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Scott. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. He's out past the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hairston. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. That's caught. It's Faulkner. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Timeout, UMass.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Massey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this out. Say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for space, it's Scott. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Next, going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Slams ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Lost a throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's good. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. UMass with a first down as we start play here in the fourth. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wrapped behind the line, it's good. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and third and long. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the catch. It's Scott. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. With the catch, it's Hoffman.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be sustained.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, NC State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Minutemen picked up a chunk on the ground. Let's see what they do here. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Smart move to keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Massey. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And they got him. And he's dragged down. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete.